Hello friends, how's everybody doing today? Happy Thursday. Feels like Friday for some reason. I know we still have one more day, but for some reason I'm like feeling Friday vibes. Dang it, I should have brought my water. All right, let's go ahead and send out a text notification because you guys are not gonna want to miss this. Come on, fat fingernails. When you guys pop on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. We have very exciting things to discuss. Let's go ahead and leave you guys the shopping link right here. So this is where you can find the press-on glue-on nails that I'm going to share with you guys, and the makeup I'm going to share, and then the new skincare. And yes, you heard all of that right. There is so much to share with you guys. We had our Vision Summit this morning, which basically is just kind of like a corporate-wide meeting, just updating some things that are changing, some events that are coming, and then they announced 3 new products to join our website, and they're actually available to purchase right now. So that's never happened, which is super exciting. So that was rad that they not only announced it, but that we can buy them today. So I'm super excited. So a lot of you guys saw my misfire. I sent out a text this morning saying that the Uplift Beauty Oil was for free today with any order of 3 items. That was the original plan. However, if you guys saw the new item that launched today, they moved up drastically the new item. And surprise, the new item is a new and improved Uplift Beauty Oil. Now, don't freak out if you love the original. The Uplift Beauty Oil still is on the website, still has a hefty supply, so the Uplift is still there. However, if you want faster, more dramatic results, I would grab the new one. The new one is basically Uplift Beauty Oil on steroids. Like, they increased the ingredients that do all the magic. There's more of those. And then there's additional products in there that are going to make the results even faster and more intense, like in a good way. It's squalene, and it's a plant-based squalene, so not from sharks. And it's amazing. So the before and afters from the test group that they had are like mind-blowing for fine lines, wrinkles, large pores, and dry skin. So the new oil is called Universal. It's a squalene oil. So basically it's the Uplift Beauty Oil on steroids. So if you love the Uplift Beauty Oil, I would snag the new one before it sells out. People are literally grabbing them so quick. And it's cheaper than the Uplift Beauty Oil, which is crazy. I'm so glad that they did that nice price reduction. So go ahead and say new oil if you want the direct link to that. Of course, you can get it 10% off if you just buy it by itself and free shipping. But if you buy any 4 items, you're going to get it 20% off. So obviously get 4 items, so you get 20% off. The other brand new item that launched is an exfoliating face mask. Think of the Dead Sea and then put it in a cup, like put it in a canister. So this exfoliating face mask is going to be like a clay mask. You put it on, it's like rough and grainy, very similar to our old exfoliating mask. So if you loved that old face mask, which everyone did because it literally stripped down the skin in the best way, removed all of the debris, all of the dead skin, all of the junk on her face. It really exfoliated that off. So if you love a good like sandpaper exfoliator, which I sure as heck do, then grab the new face mask or just say new face mask and I'll give you the link. And the new face mask is called the Glow something. It's the Glow face mask, but it's 10% off or 20% off if you get any 4 items. So say new face mask, I'll give you the link to that. Thank you. Does my skin look good? I wonder why. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you definitely need to try the new oil, like for real. What's the difference with the new oil? So the difference between the Uplift and the new oil is basically the Uplift, but better. It has the same ingredients and more. So you're essentially getting the Uplift Beauty Oil plus It's Uplift Beauty Oil Plus. And eventually I do believe they will be getting rid of the Uplift Beauty Oil because we have one that has all the same ingredients plus. But for now, all the Uplift Beauty Oil, the stock, we actually have a hefty supply. I checked for you because I know you guys, and like me, I've been using that oil for 10 years. So I'm not gonna lie, when they first told me they were redoing it, I was like, it better be better. And they're like, don't worry, we're having all the same ingredients and adding in. And I'm like, okay, good. So what does the new oil do that the other one doesn't? It is a new and improved version. So you're going to get the same results, just faster. You're going to get the same results, but more results. A lot of the ingredients that they put in the new one weren't around 10 years ago. So they basically took that original formula and added into it to increase, because I mean, science is changing, ingredients are changing, people are figuring out how to do things that we didn't know how to do before. People are discovering plants that equal this in your skin and etc. So yeah, we're always trying to improve and like get more dramatic results. So sometimes products do get reformulated. And the nice thing is about the Uplift is it's still the amazing formula, but plus some. Yeah, and try the new face mask. I'm so excited. Yes, Jenny. What does the new oil? I already answered that one. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. So the other thing, so again, say new oil if you want the link to that, and then say new face mask if you want the link to that. And then what also launched today is my girlfriend Kara launched a press-on, glue-on nail company with Comigo. So who wears press-on nails? And who wears glue-on nails? Is it the same? I wear acrylics. I'm not gonna lie, I wear acrylics. I will never be a press-on, glue-on nail girly, unfortunately. I have really small nail beds. Like even children's size nails don't fit me. We're just fine. My daughter, however, loves press-on, glue-on nails, so these are actually gonna go to her. She's very excited. Off topic, where did you get the rings you stack? I got these on Amazon. Message me, I'll give you the link. The free gift is the eye masks. So sorry, I left you hanging on that. So the Uplift Beauty Oil was supposed to be the new free item today. However, we moved up our launch of the new improved Uplift Beauty Oil. So they scratched that and now it's the eye mask. So you get the eye mask for free with any order. So if you grabbed a press-on, glue-on nail, you grabbed the new face mask, and you grabbed the new oil, you're also going to get free eye masks with your order. So really good time to make sure you grab at least 3 items. Any 3 items gets you the free gift, which is the eye masks. Any 4 items gives you 20% off all of the items, including the nails. And you get the free eye mask. So no brainer, grab 4. Okay, so let me show you these new nails. So the new nails, the brand is called Joy Bell, and these ones are called the Lila. These are going to be the ombre French. And then let me take it out of the shiny packaging so you guys can see. Like, how did we do that? Like, what side? Do I have multiple? No. I guess we never took them out. Hold on. Okay. Like I said, I don't wear press-on, glue-on nails. I just can't. My nail beds are too tiny. But I did. My assistant actually wears them, so I'll have her do a little tutorial on how to do them if you are new at press-on, glue-ons and you've been interested. I know, same. Okay, this is what they look like. I guess I can't. Oh wait, I think I can take this top off too. I just don't want to spill the nail all over. Don't worry, I'm not going to do this with every single one. You're like, I have to watch this girl struggle 4 times. Okay, I just want to take off the shiny so you can really like see them. Okay, so these are the Lilas. These are if I was going to wear press-on, glue-on nails, these are the style that I would do. These are an almond and they're a French tip. So these nails just launched. They're $19 when you get 4 items, which I feel like is a pretty good price for press-on, glue-on nails. You also get a nail file. And then you also get 32 nails, so all kinds of shapes and sizes. Actually, that one looks like it might fit us small nail girlies. That one's really tiny. I might have to eat my words, you guys, because look how tiny that one is. These might fit me. Okay, and then you also get the glue. Da-da-da. And then if you don't want to do glue on, you're more of a press on kind of gal, which I get that. And you get the alcohol pad, so they stick. You also get stickers. So you can do stickers or you can do the glue. So I love the versatility that you can, I mean, either or, and you get the instructions, obviously. So you get all of this, which is pretty dang cool. Yeah, so if yours never stay on, you definitely need to try this because I was hearing that the glue that they invented is like the strongest glue for nails, and they were very excited and very proud about it. Like I said, I've never worn press-on or glue-on nails, so I have nothing to compare it to, but all of my girlfriends who do were like, the glue is legit. So, you guys, these might fit us. Maybe not that one, but one that I saw in there. So if you have small nail beds, these might fit you. Everything has a love it guarantee too. So if you get them and they don't fit, return them for your money back. So these ones are called the Lila. And then you have the Anna. And these ones are going to be more of a rounded. So this is like more round here. And shorter. And then we have the Cara. And these ones are going to be like more coffin shape and they're nude. Both the Anna and the Cara are nude. So these launched, and then last ones is we have the Cindy. And then these ones are going to be, I feel like these are going to be a top seller. These ones are round, shorter, and then they have the French tip. So we have all of these, and I know I'm sitting here saying that I've never worn them because I have small nail beds, but when I opened, I didn't realize that they came with like 32 extra nails, and those actually look like those sizes might fit me. I'll have to try them on and report back. Obviously I can't because I have acrylics, but I'll put them I'll size them on my nail beds and tell you if they fit or not. And you guys know me, I'm always like brutally honest about stuff like this. So anything new. And then they also do sell a separate glue, which is exciting. I actually bought the glue for myself because sometimes my acrylic nails will like rise up before it's time to like get them redone. And ask Royce, I'm always stealing her glue on nail glue and it drives her crazy. So she's like, thank God you get your own glue. So I'm super excited about this for myself. And this is only like $13. It's a really good price. So yeah, you have all of these and then you get the instructions and all that. So Comigo, my website, now offers press-on glue-on nails. You have the option to do glue or press-on, which is fun. And there's 4 different styles to choose from, and these count towards your free gift, which again is the eye masks, and they count towards the 20% off. So if you grab all 4 styles, you get 20% off all of them, plus eye masks. If you get any 3 items, including this, then you get the free eye mask. So definitely no-brainer there. Definitely check that out. I'm super excited to have nails on there. I think that's really cool. All right, as I mentioned, we are going to, my son's birthday is on Monday, but my in-laws are out of town for his birthday, so they wanted to take him out to dinner. So this is going to be birthday dinner number 1. All of my kids, I swear, we like celebrate them for a month, which I am totally okay with. So tonight we're going to Benihana's, which I'm so excited about, and getting the whole chef experience. I'm using the BB Tinted Moisturizer as my moisture today, and then we're going to go in with the Serum Plus Foundation. If you want to see almost all of my my skincare routine, I actually went live with you guys the other day and did my whole skincare routine and my hair care routine. So if you want to see that, go ahead and say skincare live, and I give you the link to it. I show you guys all the items that I wear on an every single day basis for my skincare. All right, now we're going to go in with the Serum Plus Foundation in the shade Organza, and then the BB Tinted Moisturizer is the shade Light. We're going to go with this. I love mixing these 2 foundations together. They literally equal out to be the most flawless, incredible coverage. If you love moisture, if you love SPF, and if you love foundation that's anti-aging and gives you a 12-hour hold, then this foundation is what you want. So let's go ahead and press this in all over. I am going to tell you guys too that when you are trying new foundations, at this point, I might have stopped and been like, the foundation doesn't match me. it is important that when you get new foundation that you do your whole routine with it before you decide if a foundation matches or not, because a lot of the times foundation needs to sit on top of the skin to oxidize to the skin, and a lot of times it needs warmth to oxidize. So it needs to sit on the skin for a second, and then also contouring, concealer, your pressed powder, all of that really goes into it for equaling out your skin tone as well. So it's super important before you decide that a foundation color doesn't match that you make sure by pressing these all into place and then using the different products to set it and stuff like that. Yeah, the two mixture is like my favorite. When I go on vacation, I will do the two together. If I go to an event, I do the two together like this. These two together, it increases the coverage. You get more moisture. You still get the 12-hour transfer-proof finish. You get the anti-aging finish. You get SPF 30. You truly get like all of the good things. You get all of the best world. Does that make sense? But truly. Amazing, 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 amazing. So we're going to go ahead and press all of this into place. Just like so. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Who is going to grab the new improved Uplift Beauty Oil? I am so excited to hear what you guys think and to see your guys before and afters and your results. And then I know everyone has been dying for a new exfoliator mask. So I'm super excited that you guys get to try that out. I've heard it's like if you combine like the Dead Sea, like the salty graininess, and you put it in like a canister, that's the new exfoliating mask. So I personally am so excited to try the new mask. The free gift on Comigo is eye masks. You get the free eye masks with any order of 3 items. All right, I'm going to use this concealer on just the areas I might need it. So any areas that I have blemishes, any areas that I have redness or acne scarring that my foundation started to cover, but maybe I want more coverage in that area. Instead of having to wear a whole nother layer of foundation, this is a super easy little spot treatment. I'm wearing it in the color Lace. Yes, the new oil, if you have fine lines and wrinkles, you need to order the new oil today. A lot of people are asking what's the difference between the new oil and the Uplift Beauty Oil. It's basically the same item, except they added ingredients and they increased the potency of the current ingredient. So it's basically like Uplift Beauty Oil on steroids. So you're going to get faster, more intense results, which is healing fine lines, healing wrinkles, healing and tightening your face, and moisture. I'm going in with now the same concealer. I'm almost out of this actually, which is crazy. I actually wrote the date on this. No, I can't see it. September 4th? Maybe I'm not almost out of it. How and when do you use the Uplift Beauty Oil? You're going to use it at nighttime. It's going to be the last step to your routine. And it actually stays on the skin, which is really nice. I did hear that they did change like the feel of it. It's not like a greasy formula anymore. The Uplift Beauty Oil is a little greasy, which I don't mind because I'm sleeping in it. Like, who cares? But I did hear it's a dry finish. So like when you rub it in, it kind of, it still gives you like a glowy look, but it's not like a greasy feel. So I would definitely say that would be the difference. Yes, the oil is extremely good for scarring. Fine lines, wrinkles, brightness, toneness, like it's amazing for skincare. All right, with this eye cream, we're going to go ahead and blend this all out. Okay. And then I always will go in with my kabuki brush just to make sure everything looks really blended. My nose looks a little dry. Should have wore more moisture. So if your nose ever looks patchy like this, I'm going to show you what to do. We are going to add more moisture in the form of BB cream. And this also is telling me that I need to exfoliate. So if your skin is ever looking kind of patchy like this, you need to exfoliate. So tonight I need to exfoliate. And then also I just washed my makeup brushes, so that's not That's not the reason why, but it could be the reason why if my makeup brushes were dirty. So we're kind of like when you have a baby, you have to be like, are they dry or are they hungry or, you know, anything like that. Same thing goes for makeup. You got to like cut down, like wonder why. So is my makeup brushes dirty? No. When's the last time I exfoliated? It's been a while. That's definitely what it is in this case. Or did I forget my moisturizer today? Did I not put enough moisturizer on? That will go into effect with it. And then also, did I do my skincare too close to my primer? Did I do my primer too close to my foundation? The answer for me today is no. So that's not it. So it's definitely exfoliating. But you can kind of like figure out the reason why certain things are happening with your makeup if they don't normally happen and then all of a sudden it is happening. It's typically always one of those things. Are your makeup brushes dirty? Did you moisturize? When's the last time you exfoliated your face? And did you allow enough time for products to saturate into the skin? That is literally, you answer those things and you can figure out almost anything wrong with your makeup. It's really important to make sure that you're letting your skincare sit on your skin alone for like 10 minutes before you put on primer. And it's important to let your primer sit on your skin before you put on your makeup for at least 5 minutes. So waiting that time difference really makes a difference in how things kind of saturate into your face and how they layer. Yeah, if your skin feels too greasy, I think you're really going to love the new formula. So again, the new formula of the Uplift Beauty Oil is called the Universal Squalene Oil. Go ahead and say new oil. I'll give you the link to it, 10% off and free shipping. And then as I mentioned, everything has a love it guarantee. So if you try anything and you're not obsessed with it, you can absolutely return it for your money back. Yeah, I try to wash my makeup brushes like every 10 days or every other week. Honestly, if you could wash them every week, that's awesome. But that's just not possible for me and my lifestyle. I don't have the time to do that. So I can manage like every other week, which is fine. Unless you're sick or unless you travel or unless you let anybody else use your makeup brushes. Any of those circumstances, your brushes need to be washed like ASAP. So like when I get home from a trip, I wash my makeup brushes. It doesn't matter if I wash them before the trip and it's less than a week. If you travel, definitely need to wash them. If you're sick, obviously it's a no-brainer. Germs. And then if you let anyone else use them, which again, no-brainer, germs. The babies are good. Abel's birthday is on Monday, and he's gonna be 12, you guys. My last year without a teenager, which is weird because I haven't aged, according to my Uplift Beauty Oil. All right, we went ahead and used our contour stick in the shade Chocolate Souffle, and then I did the Bare You stick in the shade Peony Pink for our blush. And both of those are the most important things for your makeup to just look so much better and like makes your foundation match even better. Like it really does do so much. And then now we're going to go in with our setting powder, which is an important step if you have oily skin. However, if you have dry skin, you can absolutely still use the setting powder. You're just going to want to make sure you use one that's more geared for dry skin. Which again, just say setting powder, oily skin. For this link, say setting powder, dry skin for the one that's good for dry skin. But if you're just now tuning in, I did announce that we launched a few new products on my website today that are actually available for purchase today, which is so exciting. You can purchase now press-on or glue-on nails. When you purchase them, you get the option of the stickers or the glue. And then there's 4 different nail styles. So if you love good press-ons, definitely check them out. And then we launched a new, whoa, that was a lot of setting powder all over my shirt. We launched a new exfoliating face mask. And then we launched a new Uplift Beauty Oil. Same formula, but added to. So it has the same ingredients. Just more of those ingredients, and then also has more ingredients. So it's basically going to work the same, but faster and harder, and you're going to get more dramatic results, which is super exciting. 22, so crazy. Time is such a thief. All right, thank goodness our pressed powder brush is dry. Remember yesterday, I didn't have it. Now we're gonna go in with our pressed powder, and this is in the shade Taffeta. And we're gonna go ahead in with this and use this all over. And this is not only gonna even out our complexion, but it's just gonna make our makeup match even better. And it's gonna set our skin. So if our makeup is looking patchy or oily or anything like that, it's really gonna solve that issue. And now the dryness on my nose could be an issue when we're doing powders, but I'm gonna show you what to do. So we're gonna be very intentional with putting the powder on that. But before I move on to literally anything else, I'm going to set my makeup. So I'm gonna grab a hydrating setting mist for this. I like the setting mist because it's a powder melting setting mist. Go ahead and say powder melt setting mist. I'll give you that link. I don't use it a lot because it's really expensive, to be completely honest. But I will in circumstances like this. So we're gonna go ahead and let this dry. So I basically will only do additional steps of setting spray if I'm having any issues with my skin. So if my skin is feeling too oily or too dry, in this case it's feeling dry, or if I know I'm going to be wearing my makeup for like, you know, 20 hours, like Stagecoach or like a wedding or something that's really, really important like that, that I really don't want my makeup to like really budge at all, then I'll use additional setting sprays. So layering my setting spray throughout my makeup routine. So after you put on any of your liquid and your creams, you can use a setting spray. And then after your powders, you can use a setting spray. And then when you're finished with your makeup, use a setting spray. So all three circumstances will really help to melt the makeup into your face and to help to kind of layer that and keep it in place. So this is going to melt that powder in and on, so that dryness isn't causing like cakiness or like texture. The more you know, right? We're going to let this dry. I just got this fan on Amazon. And I love it. You don't have to hear my jewelry shake. Who is gonna get the press-on nails? I'm so excited to see them. When you get them, send me pictures. I can't wait to see your guys' press-on nails. And I like that they're good, like neutral colors. And I heard you can paint them too, because they're nude. You can paint them. Obviously, like once you paint them. But that would actually be really smart. You put them on, wear the nude for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then paint them. Okay, once this is dry, which now we're dry, now I'm going to go in with our bronzer and blush. So we're going to go in with this bronzer. It's not from Unique, but I still like it. And we're going to go ahead and chisel out our features. This step is totally optional. This is going to add more depth to our skin. I'm having all kinds of issues with my makeup today. Okay. Like I said, not my most obsessed bronzer. Like I'm not like, this bronzer is a must have. Because honestly, it kind of like doesn't go on perfectly every time. I kind of have to like play with it, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Hopefully we come up with a bronzer soon. Like our old bronzer. I loved that old bronzer. Okay. Avoiding the top of my nose now because, like I said, that dryness, we really kind of want a baby. Yes, definitely grab 4 items so that way you get the free gift, which you're going to get the free eye masks, which are, I think they're like $54. So you get a $54 free gift, which is pretty dang good. So if you haven't yet grabbed your 4 items, definitely do so. And then we launched, like I told you guys before, we launched a new exfoliating face mask. And then we also launched a new Uplift Beauty oil called the Universal Squalene Oil. And then we also launched new press-on nails, press-on glue-on nails. All right, we're going to use this highlight in the shade Golden, and we're going to press this on to the highest parts of our cheekbones and Cupid's bow. And then because we're having dryness, I'm actually not going to put any on the bridge of my nose. I'm just going to do kind of the tip of the nose. And then we're going to do inner corner and then underneath the brow bone. Just like that. Oh, that's a good idea. Create them a little cart for your birthday. All right, for brows, let's go in with our brow pencil in the shade medium. I did just see also that they restocked this Clean Skin Club towels, which are disposable towels. If you struggle with acne, you need the Clean Skin Club towels. They're on my Comigo site. They're really inexpensive for how many towels you get. You can even cut them in half to make them last longer. But instead of using like a washcloth or a hand towel to dry your face, you're going to use these towels. It limits the bacteria that goes onto your skin, especially if you have really sensitive skin or if you struggle with acne. The Better Skin Club towels have been life-changing for me personally, so highly recommend to grab those. I did just see that they restocked. Which that would be a good item to add to your cart in combination with the Uplift Beauty Oil and the new exfoliating face mask. All right, we're using this brow pencil that is hands down one of my favorite items. It is so dainty, so you get the most perfect precision with putting this on. And then we're gonna go in with the brow gel. Yeah, same. I cut the Skin Club towels in half too. It's the cheapest way to actually buy them. It's cheaper than Amazon. It's cheaper than getting them on their website, by the way. So I personally have been waiting for them to restock on Comigo because you can get them 20% off. So definitely stock up on yours if you use them and love them, because they've been out of stock for a hot minute and they're back. So that's super exciting. All right, now let's do our lips. We're gonna do the lipstick in the shade Polite. And we're gonna overdraw our lips with this. This is like the most perfect lip liner for overdrawing. It's a cool toned lip liner, which is so good. And I love how it's retractable. It's super creamy, so it glides on. And the holding power of this is like insanely good. So now we're gonna go in with the lipstick in the shade Loaded. And this is a really pretty mauve. We have a hefty supply of the Uplift Beauty Oil, so it's gonna stay on the website for quite a while. Yes, definitely grab them. Which my link is right here if you need it. I also pinned it in the comments, but this is where you can find everything that I've shared. And if you're loving this makeup tutorial, go ahead and say product list, and I give you a list of everything. Just blending this lipstick into the lip liner. How pretty is that color? I wanted something like that looked kind of natural, but I love this lipstick because it really makes your lips look pouty. Overdraw just in the middle. So pretty. All right, I am going to top it a little bit with the lip gloss in the shade Luxe. Just kind of like in the middle. I don't want too much. Okay. That is so pretty. Again, say lip kit, and I'll give you the link to all three. If you get my lip kit, you guys, you get free eye masks. Pretty good deal if you ask me. You get the lip liner in Polite, lipstick in Loaded, lip gloss in Luxe. So again, say lip kit, and I'll give you the link to that. All right, and then for eyes, we're gonna do an eye look like I promised you guys yesterday. It's been a minute since I've done like a full eye look. But we're doing it today. Hello. Yeah, Jessica, go ahead and grab them down below. The Uplift Beauty Oil is still on my website and will remain on my website till supplies last. However, we do have a hefty supply of it, so you don't really need to worry about that. Okay, I did this eye look the other day. I'm trying to remember if I used different brushes though. Okay, we're gonna do this like pinky pretty eye look. So first we're gonna use this pink from palette 9. And we're gonna go in with this first. And when we're using this, we're gonna make sure that we are applying this pink really high up onto the eye. I'm talking like, I want you like a centimeter off from your eyebrow. I need to blend up my forehead contour. I know. Someone messaged me and they're like, you look so different. I'm like, let me see a picture of you 10 years ago. Of course, I look different. 10 years older. It's wild. 10 years, man. Crazy. All right, so we're going to use this pink and we're going to take this all the way up to like the brow bone. Because as we layer these other colors on, I want to still see this pink. Today we're wearing just like these super cute like leopard barrel jeans that Ryan got me for Christmas. And then just a black t-shirt. And then I think I'm going to do black booties maybe. I haven't decided what shoes to wear for dinner. All right, so applied the pink, which is pretty. And then now I am going to switch up brushes because I don't know if I'm going to want to go back in with the pink, you know? All right, now we're going to use this light brown, which this is going to be our like transition color. And we're going to use this a little bit lower than where we put the pink. And this is going to begin to add that depth to our eyes. And this, again, is the Addiction Palette 9. And I cannot recommend this eyeshadow palette enough. You guys see me use it almost every day. It is the absolute best. Has the best colors in it. Pinks and grays and maroons and browns, champagnes, shimmers, mattes, like whatever eye look you need, it's in here. Yeah, maybe I'll grow or I'll cut my hair like that one day, but I'm enjoying my hair length right now. Wearing your hair like that is just like very tricky because it's easy to like style and maintain, but like you can't wear a hat because you look like a boy. And if you don't style it, you look like a boy. So it's a lot of heat on my hair. So I don't know, maybe one day we'll see. I know you guys loved the pixie. I loved it too. Not saying no, just not right now. Like mom, maybe later, in a minute. All right, let's go in with the darker brown. And this is gonna be our sultry color. And then when we're using this, you wanna like press this on like this to really get that in this outer third of the eye. And when you're tapping on these darker colors, you're actually going to get way more control over where it's going and how much is going there when you're doing it this way. Which again, just see the word product list. I'll give you the list to everything that we're using. Go ahead and say lip kit if you want the link to just what I have on my lips. Any order of 3 items, like in the lip kit, you're going to get free eye masks with your order, which those eye masks are the fastest, most amazing things for dark circles. They have licorice extract in them, which is the fastest ingredient to heal dark circles. I was actually talking with a dermatologist, like facial girl, this was years ago, about my dark circles when I had them really bad. And I was like, what can I do? She was like, any eye skincare product that has licorice extract in them, buy it. And I was like, okay. And it always like stuck with me because I love black licorice and I feel like no one else does. So it's very like thing that I just like black licorice. Anyway, when we came out with our eye masks all those years ago, I was like in a seminar where I was learning about them and learning about the ingredients, and they were like licorice extract. And I was like, oh, I remember that from that girl that said that to me all those years ago. And I grabbed them immediately. And you guys have seen how intense my dark circles were. Like I used to have to wear color correctors. I'm gonna use this pink now underneath here. I used to have to wear color correctors because my dark circles were so bad. And I'm not saying it was just the eye masks, because it definitely wasn't just the eye masks, but I definitely think that was a big part of it. Eye masks and eye cream are going to be so transformative, and the Uplift Beauty Oil, aka the new, so trying to learn the name of it. It's the new oil. It's the Universal Squalene Oil. All right, I went in with that pink because I want that pink to still shine, but I'm going to go back in over it with a darker shade just to give it that more like cohesive, sultry look. So we use that pink a little bit low, and then now we're going to go in with this darker color a little bit high. So you can still see both colors, and it just looks really blended is the tip or the trick. So now we're going to go in with this liner shader brush is what we're using. And I'm going to hold on to this because we're going to use this side here in a second. Okay, before we move on, to make sure that everything is like well blended, sweep away any excess, I'm gonna go in with my mirror for a closer look because we're getting old. This mirror that I'm using is called the Cami, and it is amazing. You guys see me use this every single day. It is so helpful, especially when you're doing your eyeshadow or anywhere that you need like a closer look. And it tilts back completely, and it has magnification on this side, and it comes out of the base. So you can flip it around if you just needed the magnet side or the magnification side, and it has a ring light built into the mirror. So it's truly like a girl's best friend with doing your makeup. So if you don't have this mirror yet, say mirror, and I'll give you the link discounted. I also, when I do my makeup, I also sit in front of a different mirror from the same company. This one's called the Madeline, and it's rad because it's Bluetooth, so you can listen to speaker or listen to music or pick up a phone call, and then you have 3 light settings. Turns off. But it's so bright and it's so good. And I love that it's not gigantic. So if you have like a beauty space that you're like getting ready at, and it's not huge, but it's still like a desk or an area or maybe in your bathroom, and it folds up this mirror so you can like put it away if you needed to. So go ahead and say mirror, and I'll give you my link to shop on their website because they are doing, oh, I was like, what's that noise? It's the Bluetooth. What was I saying? The mirror company's having a sale. That's what I was trying to say. All right, now let's go in with this really pretty shimmer color. This one's so stunning. And we're going to use this first on our finger. Okay. And then I'm going to switch and I'm going to grab it on a brush. And just pack this on to the inner corner. Up to the brow bone, or to the crease, sorry, and then very gently like blend this into that darker color. You want everything to kind of like fade together or like melt together. So again, taking this on our finger, pressing this on just for like to get it really pigmented, and then going in with the cream shadow brush, which all of these eyeshadow brushes that I'm using are all from my website. So if you don't have some good eyeshadow brushes, I can't tell you enough to grab these ones. I use these for every single makeup tutorial, the same 4. So you don't need like 1,000 makeup brushes. You need these 4, like truly. So go ahead and say I brush 4, and I'll give you the link to grab them. I believe because you get 4 of them, you get 20% off and you get free eye masks. So if you are in need of some legit eyeshadow brushes, it makes the biggest difference. So go ahead and say I brush 4, and I'll give you the link to grab them. Going back in with this pink, just a very lightly dust, but how pretty is that? All right, like I said, we are going to use the other side of this, and I'm going to take the eyeshadow pencil now in the shade Perspicuous, and I'm going to use this as my eyeliner. So we're going to go in with this and grab it on top of our liner brush and just kind of like drag it like that to get that product on there. And now we're going to use our mirror because it tilts, which is going to be very helpful for doing this part. I'm going to take a little sponge. You get these on Amazon. And then we're just going to press this against where your eyelashes are. And what's really rad about doing this is you can't mess this up. Like if you mess up, you just blend it out. So if you are wanting to get into wearing eyeliner, this is a really easy way to be able to do it because it's stamping. It's not like drawing. You don't have to be careful. You're in a straight line. None of that. You just stamp it on, and this is going to make your lashes look so much more fuller. Okay, again, we're just stamping that on. And then I'm going to go ahead and twist this up and use this on the tight line. Another hack to make your lashes look fuller. Look at the difference. Can't you tell that the lashes look darker on this side? It's crazy. It's good. It's good stuff. Let's do the tight line on this side really fast. Okay, so there's the tight line. So you can see like that darkness here. And then again, we're gonna take this on a brush. This is the eyeshadow stick in the shade Perspicuous. And like I said, you can use this as eyeshadow too or eyeliner. And we're just stamping this on right against the lash line. You can get as thick as you want with this, but I just like a little thin line. It truly does make such a big difference. And then we're gonna go ahead and tilt this up like towards the eyebrow, just like so. And stamp, stamp, stamp. If you have been loving this tutorial, if you can go ahead and click that share button in your bottom left-hand corner, would really help me. Tag a friend in the comments, any of that. Or follow me over on YouTube, follow me on Instagram. My name on both is Rhea Hope. And then if you guys need any personalized help with any of your makeup, go ahead and say product list or color match, and I can private message you. Now I'm gonna use my setting spray from Unique, and we're gonna go in with this to set everything before we move on to our mascara. And this is going to not only set our makeup, but it's also going to add primer onto the top layer. So yes, that powder melting setting spray is wonderful, but this one is so important to making sure your makeup is staying intact all day and looking more like skin. This is gonna help to melt, again, the powders into your skin and keep everything in place. So we're gonna go ahead and dry this. And I forgot again to sit on my mascaras. I hate when I do that. We're gonna sit on them. Sitting on your mascara is the funniest hack, but it truly does work. Okay, we're gonna go in first with the 4D mascara, and I'm gonna use this at the base of the lash and kind of like stamp, again with my stamping, stamp this on like the bottom of the lashes. This has fibers infused in it, so this is gonna make your lashes look really full. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Okay, so there's one layer, which I feel like this is going to make your lashes look thick at the bottom. And then I'm still sitting on this, so hopefully it warms up in time. Okay. All right, now let's go in with the Quadra mascara. So this one has the patent pending lash growth formula in it. So this actually helps your lashes to grow while you're wearing it, which is amazing. Don't forget about the back of the lashes. This is also a tubing mascara. So it extends the lashes longer than they actually are. And it has primer infused in it. So it's going to hold your mascara better than any other mascara. And it's water resistant and transfer proof. That's why it's called 4-in-1. You get everything you need in one mascara. It is truly amazing. Okay, so one like really nice intentional coat. So there's one coat. And then let's do the second, which by the way, if you have blue eyes or light green eyes, you need that eyeshadow stick in Perspicuous to use as your eyeliner because it's a dark brown. It really makes your eyes look blue. Like it makes your eyes pop. Because it's kind of like kind of has like burgundy undertones in it. All right, second coat. And as you see, I'm kind of like working in like sections. I do like the outer corner, the middle, the inner corner. I do the back of the lashes, and then kind of a few coats just like all over. And then I flip the mascara around to grab the short silicone side. And now we're gonna lock in that length. There's also super amazing nourishing ingredients in these as well that help to grow your eyelashes, not just lash growth ingredient or lash growth serum, but you're getting like kind of like the best of all worlds. And then let's go ahead and pause. Actually, let's sit on this. Sit on it. And then we're gonna go in with the Twisted mascara and do one nice coat of this. This one has argan oil, keratin, and biotin infused in it. and it's just fantastic. It's also water resistant and transfer proof as well. Okay, now that that's on, now we're going to take the short little teeny tiny brush that it comes with, and we're going to use this on the bottom lash line. This is so helpful for like the harder to reach eyelashes. So if you experience like mascara everywhere when you're doing your mascara, try using this little tiny wand first and then going with your bigger wands, because it'll help to extend the lashes so it's a little bit easier to like grab onto them. It's a little hack. So like when I do my mom's makeup, she has really teeny tiny lashes, and I always use this first, this little wand, to make her lashes a little bit longer so I can kind of grab them with the longer one. Speaking of my mom, she was the first person I text about the Uplift Beauty Oil being redone because she loves that stuff, and I told her to grab the new one because it's new and approved and gives faster results. Like, why wouldn't ya? Okay. We did one last coat because why not? And there is the makeup look. Came out so pretty. I love the lip, by the way. This is going to be definitely a very go-to lip look for me. And that's the makeup look. So pretty. Came out so good. And look, you can't even see like all of that dryness on the top of my nose. That was like kind of like a concern when I saw it starting to happen. Super easy fix. So make sure to catch us on the replay if you want to see our little makeup hacks. Go ahead and say product list if you want to shop everything. Definitely click on my link right here to grab the glue-on press-on nails. You get both in each pack. So there's 4 different styles to choose from with the glue-on press-on nails. And then you also have the glue that you can purchase separately. So if you're like me and you wear acrylics, I would definitely still get the glue because you can use it to like touch up your own acrylics at home. And then say lip kit if you want what I have on my lips. Say product list, you want everything. And then check out the brand new exfoliating face mask. It's called the Glow face mask. And then check out the new and improved Uplift Beauty Oil, which is now called the Universal Squalene Oil. I can't wait to see your guys' before and afters and your nails. So let me know if you guys need any help or if you have any questions, private message me. Always happy to help. And again, make sure you get any 3 items because you're going to get a free eye mask, like whole thing, 30 eye masks for free with any order of 3 items. If you get 4 items, you get the free eye masks and you get 20%. So no brainer. Definitely get 4 items so you get 20% off and that free gift, which the free gift is like a $54 gift. So definitely grab that. So I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.